and welcome today. We're going to get started in our seat. So I want you to move around, get comfortable, and try to take a nice deep breath. We're going to press the hands in towards the knees, try to keep the back straight, and slowly start to tilt the head back. Look up, then exhale, draw your head down, and slowly try to round the back. Trach your ear to your shoulder, and you can move that head all the way around. Now to the other side. And take a deep breath. And keep moving the head from ear to shoulder and moving the head slowly around. Just working in all the kinks of the neck. When you're ready, lift the arms up. Take a breath in. And exhale, bring the arms down to the sides. Inhale, take your left arm up and stretch it to the right side. Breathe out. Inhale. And exhale. Try to go a little bit deeper if you can. Down onto the forearms. Inhale, come up. And switch the arms. Exhale, lean the right hand over towards the side. Remember to breathe. Inhale. And exhale. Come on up. Take a breath in, lift both hands up to the sky. Exhale, bring the arms out. Stretch out your legs. You're going to bring the bottoms of your feet together. And take a big breath in. And big breath out as you lean forward. And try to loosen up any tension around the neck and shoulders. And grab your big toes if you can reach and dive down. Exhale, fold. Keep your breathing smooth. Relaxed. You're always welcome to take it down a little bit further at any point. You want to reach the arms and hands out towards the top edges of your mat. And hold those feet together. And press your hips back into the floor. And allow your head to come down. Take a big breath. Come up slow. And arch your body back. Hands back. Open your heart. I'm going to take a twist to the right side first. So grab your right knee with your left hand. Or over your right shoulder. Then we're going to go over to the other side. Take your right hand and grab your left knee and twist over your left shoulder. We're going to come back through center. Take a deep breath. Roll back the shoulders. Try softening. And then come onto your hands and knees to tabletop pose. In tabletop, we're going to go down to a child's pose for a moment here. Try to extend your arms up to the top of your mat and relax your hips back to the heels. And you can take this at any point in your practice today. Remember to breathe. Inhale, come up slow in tabletop pose where your shoulders are lined up over your hands. And we're going to begin some cats and cows. Inhale breath. Drop the head up. And exhale breath. Slowly draw the head down. Inhale breath. We're going to open up. Draw the head up. And exhale breath. Think rounding the back. Arching your spine. Inhale. Slowly open up. We're going to do a few more of these. So it's okay if you're going a little bit faster or a little bit slower. Just remember to breathe. Every time that you're drawing your head up, you're taking a breath in. Every time that you're closing off the head to the chest, you're taking a breath out. Really feeling that connection between your movement and your breath. And when you're ready, tuck your toes. You're going to stretch your hands out towards the top edges of your mat for puppy's pose. So you want to line up the hips above the knees. So as you take your knees back a little bit, push down your chest and your armpit. And you're going to press the hips out for puppy's pose. Your head can be down, or your chin and chest can be more down, and your gaze forward. Get ready to come up, tabletop pose, press into the hands. We're going to line up the right hand to the right hip, and then take a twist out to the right side and extend the right arm up. Then exhale, thread your right arm underneath the left shoulder. And take your right shoulder down towards the mat. You can keep your left hand planted down where it is, or take the left hand around the lower back as a second option. Take a breath. Remember that you're applying just the right amount of weight into the right shoulder. It doesn't have to be a tremendous amount of weight. Just relax into your body's right side and keep breathing. You are increasing your flexibility in your chest and shoulders. And you are relaxing your body down to the mat. Get ready to take your left hand back down into the mat. Breathe and unthread your right arm. You can take it back to table pose, or lift your right arm up one more time for a counter stretch and twist. And exhale, right hand down. We'll do the cat lift one more time. Inhale. And exhale, round the back for cat pose. And puppy's pose. Hands up to the top edges of your mat again. And slowly push down into your armpits. Think heavying both your shoulders. And take a breath in, come up into table pose again, shoulders over your hands. We'll do the next side now, so take your left hand to the left hip and get ready to twist out to your left side. Open your shoulder and lift open your left arm. On an exhalation, we're going to thread the left arm underneath the right arm. And take your shoulder down to the mat as much as you can. Your right hand can go around the lower back as an option. Remember, you're just pressing your left side of the body down into the floor. And take your right hand back into the mat. And slowly unthread your left arm. You can take it back to table pose. We'll do that twist again. Inhale. Reach the left arm up. Take it down on the exhale to tabletop pose. Inhale, cat lift the head. And then we're going to slowly move the hips from side to side. Shift around the hips, move the spine into some nice big circles. And draw your hips back and down to the side and over to the other side. And try moving and curving the back. Think lateral stretches moving around to the left and right. Inhale. We're going to tuck the toes and take a downward facing dog. We're going to hold this down dog for just a few breaths. Nice and firmly press into your hands and your feet. And you can walk out your dog, bend the right knee, bend the left knee, so that stretches out the hamstrings. It opens up the backs of your legs. We'll do that again. Bend the right knee, press down into your left heel. And then we'll bend the left knee and press firmly down into the right heel. Press down into that down dog and drop the knees. Child's pose. Inhale, come up, lift your shoulders. And curve the back into cat position. Inhale, open the chest and head into cat lift. Now we're going to move side to side and also move the head and the neck around. So loosen up the neck, circle it around, and move your back. And try to move the rest of your body. Side to side. Move around the hips, all the way through the neck and shoulders. Just try to loosen up. Nothing right or wrong here. Just keep moving the body. Move the head and neck. Let's go down on the forearms. Press into the elbows and your hands and your wrists. Take a breath. And tuck your toes. Lift the hips up into dolphin pose position. It's just like down dog, but we're going to just stay on the forearms. Look back to your toes. You can shake out the legs if you need to. And slowly drop down the knees. Exhale, breath. Up on the hands again we'll go to tabletop position. Lift your head, open your heart. You can take a child's pose or puppy's pose again. We're going to go back down the forearms and lay down on the floor for Sphinx position. So adjust your legs, press firmly into the toes, press into your lower back, and slowly we're going to lift the upper body. You're going to lift open the chest, the middle part of your back. You can try to keep the chest and your head lifted. And keep breathing. We're going to be in this pose for a few more breaths. So try to make more space around the neck and shoulders. You might feel a sensation around your lower back, but just keep breathing through it. Take your head up a little bit more, try to look up. Almost there. Breathe in. Breathe out and relax. You're going to stack your hands together, arms, and rest your head. Good. Bend your left knee. We're going to stretch out your right arm to the side. So now we're going to roll over to your right side. Take your left foot out to the right. And we're going to stretch the inside of your right shoulder. And do this carefully. Do it very slowly. Your arm can be straight and stretched out entirely, or your arm could be bent slightly if you want a little bit deeper of a stretch. Press firmly down into your palm so you're protecting your arm and your shoulder. And continue stretching the inside of the shoulder, avoiding rounded shoulders. Good. Take your left arm back. Take your left leg back to the right leg. Slowly take your right arm back towards you. And breathe. Take your fingertips out to the side. On the fingertips, press your elbows up to the sky. And we're going to try peeling the chest and your head off the floor to a wide arm cobra. And peel your chest back down to the floor, chest and chin. And we're going to do the next side. Bend your right knee up. Stretch your left arm out towards the side. And then we're going to roll over carefully to your left side. You can bring your right arm back behind you for that additional stretch. We're stretching deeply into the inside of the shoulder. And when we're tight, we tend to round the shoulders inwards. So we're creating this stretch that is an outward stretch to the shoulder. And slowly come out, bringing your right arm out to the side, your right leg down, and slowly taking your left arm back towards your body, back to Sphinx position. Move the head, the neck, loosen up any tension if you created it. Take a breath in and look up. Take a breath out, draw your head down a little bit, and come all the way down. Back into that wide arm cobra position. And then we're going to keep the arms in to the sides of the body this time for full cobra. Exhale, draw your body down, press into the hands, come up, and stretch your body out to puppy's pose or child pose. Inhale, we'll come back to table. Curve the back into cat, exhale. Lift the head into cat lift, inhale. And we'll all meet back in a child's pose. Inhale, tabletop pose. I'm going to take our next downward facing dog. And try to be still. Take a big breath. Exhale. Now let's walk the feet into the middle of your mat. And walk your hands back towards your feet for forward fold position. Shake out the head and neck. Inhale, look forward. And take your hands on your knees for flat back position. Look straight, and then exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look forward again. Flat back. Exhale, fold forward nice and slowly. You can grab your elbows. And just like a pendulum, just swinging to the sides. Feeling unlimited weight grounding you down. And you can keep swinging out to your sides and tuck your chin. Really slowly just start to round the back up and come up to stand. Place your hands on your hips, lift your chest, hold the back and chest up, spine straight, and take a deep breath. First standing position. And we'll do some balancing right now. And stand up on your leg. Bring your hands together to heart center. And focus. If you want to try bringing the leg up, make that tree a little bit more challenging when you're ready to. And take this time right now just to focus. Try slowly exalting your arms up. Slowly drop that leg. Keep the arms lifted. And swan dive the arms down. And come up halfway. Straight forward. Exhale, fold. And come up halfway. And stretch the arms out to the sides. And lift yourself all the way up. Use your core, hands to the top. And exhale, bring it down to heart center. We'll do the next side now. So stand on your other leg. Make sure you're doing your other leg. Take your tree. Stretch out the arms. And hands together. Keep those arms stretched up and swan dive them down to a forward fold. Inhale, come up halfway. And exhale, forward fold. Good. We're going to get your hands and feet on the floor for downward facing dog. And come in towards a plank or forward, or tap down the knees. Bend your arms, the chest and the chin to a low position. Transition slowly down, all the way to the floor, and either in Sphinx position, a wide arm cobra, or full cobra here. Take it up. Then we'll sit all the way back into a child's pose. Take your hips back towards your heels. And lift your gaze forward. We're going to stretch your arms out to the right side. Take your arms all the way out to the right and deeply stretch the side of your left. And we're going to stretch the arms up to the top of your mat. And we'll change. So I want you to stretch your arms out to the left side and deeply stretch your right side. And take your arms back up to the top of your mat in child's pose. Now you can rest your head down. Inhale, come up into table. Lift your shoulders over your hands. Inhale, lift the head. Exhale, round the back. And step your right foot back and bring your right leg out to the right end of your body. Try to get that leg in a comfortable spot. You can stay on the hands, or to deepen this stretch, we can also go down on the forearms. So we're stretching the inside of your right leg. You might feel it around your groin, your hip. And keep your right foot pressed down. And press up onto your hands. Bring your right hand to the right hip, twist, and you can extend the right arm up now into an additional twist. Exhale, right hand down. Now assist your right foot to come between the hands up at the top of your mat. Lift your gaze up for Anjalayasana. You can slide that right foot up a little bit more, deep in the stretch in the hips. Make sure your hips are neutral here. So So you want the chest and back up if you can into low lunge. Press down into your toes. Lift your head. And lower your hands down to the floor. We're going to stretch the back of your right leg for half splits position. And keep a nice long stretch through the right leg. At any point you can try to hinge forward a little bit more. Know that you don't have to do this. You can stay right where you're at. And then come back up, bend your right knee, and try twisting your right arm up for lunge twist. You can stretch that arm out, and exhale, lower the hand down, inside of your right foot. So we're going to make sure both hands are inside of your right leg. Deepen the lunge. You can deepen the stretch here if you like to again go back down on the forearms. Lizard position. Really getting into the hips here, so just be gentle. Try to listen to your body. Know when you are going too deep into the pose and when you need to back off. You're going to come back onto the hands when you're ready and just bend your back leg. Lower down and step it back into a downward facing dog. It can be a child's pose or lower down all the way with the elbows in, chest and chin, low cobra, or just up to a high cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. And tap down the knees to tabletop pose. Sit back if you need to child's pose again. And exhale. Inhale. Come up when you're ready. You're going to loosen up the head and neck. And do the next side. Bring your left leg out to the left end of your mat. Try to get a nice comfortable spot. Press down into your foot. You're going to stretch the inside of your left leg. Just stay on the hands if you need to. Or try to go lower onto the forearms. And take a breath. Slowly come back up onto the hands. Just hold it there for a moment. Take your left hand to your hip and stretch out your left arm into twist position. And exhale, lower your left hand down. Now assist your left leg if you need to be placed at the front of your mat. It can be a short lunge or a nice wide lunge. If you can't, slide the back leg back and your left foot forward. And remember here again, we're going to just lift the upper body up into that low lunge. Really nice stretch here in the hips. And exhale. Bring the hands down to the floor. Inhale and lengthen the back of your left leg. Half split pose. And then bend your left knee again. Take your hands inside of your left leg for the next lizard pose that we do here. You can stay on the hands, or you're taking your forearms down to the floor as well. And slowly come up. Remember to bend your back leg again. And then step it back into downward facing dog. Either sink it back to a child's pose, and stretch your arms up. Inhale, come back to table and take your downward facing dog. Now we're going to walk the hands and feet towards each other to standing forward fold. Roll up nice and slowly, standing position. Let's roll the shoulders back and do that several more times. Just some nice, good, deep shoulder rolls. Loosen your head and neck. Really get in there. And then take your arms, stretch them up, and take a nice gentle backward bend. And exhale, bring the hands together to heart. We're going to seal your standing practice and come down to the floor. And take a seated position. Either cross your right leg over left or left leg over right, you choose. Find what seat's comfortable for you. And we're going to bring the pointer finger and thumb finger together and just rest them onto your lap. Rest them on the knees in a nice comfortable spot. Now start paying attention to your breath. And as you're in your seat, just slowly pay attention to your breathing. And know that this is the practice. And just paying attention to the breath. And there's nothing to change about the breathing. Just let your breath be. And be a witness to yourself breathing. Concentrate on the breath. And if at any point the mind wanders, that's okay. Just going to try to slowly bring it back to the breath. Watch your breathing. Concentrate. attention to your inhales and pay attention to your exhales. And know that this is the practice. You taking the time right here for your meditation. Slowly inhale and slowly exhale. And continue concentrating on your breathing. Know that this is the practice. And keep that deep, deep focus and attention placed on the breath. And don't get frustrated if the mind wanders. And this is what the mind does. Just continue to concentrate and place enough time in your meditation practice. You're going to loosen up the body. Just take the head from side to side, loosen up, and take your arms back and stretch out the spine here a little bit. Try crossing the opposite leg on top. So you're switching the legs in the position of your seat. And then we're going to come into seated forward fold. So just go down here as deeply as you can. And slowly come up and stretch out your legs and bring the bottoms of your feet together. And take another seated forward fold. And press the soles of your feet and hinge forward. And exhale. And inhale, come up. Put your hands on your knees, then back behind you. And stretch and lay down on the back. And hug your knees. We're going to stay on the back for a little bit, so hug the knees. Roll around to the sides and massage the back. Now cross your right ankle over the left knee for our hip opener. I'm going to leave the left foot on the ground for this practice, but you can lift up your leg if you like. And just leave that right leg crossed over the left. Bring the right leg down, hug your knees into your chest, then change. Cross the left ankle over the right knee. And take a breath. And cross your legs. Hug both knees into the chest. Wrap really tightly here for this one. Massage the lower back. And then put your feet on the floor. Spread out your fingers towards your heels. I want you to try lifting the hips. Lower the hips down. Now stretch the arms back over your head and lift your hips. And lower your hips down. Roll the head from side to side, loosen it up. Release any tension now from the neck. And then stretch out your legs. You can continue keeping those arms stretched over the head if you like. And close your eyes. We're going to begin a powerful relaxation here. For the next couple of minutes, I want you to just continue relaxing on the back. If you like, you can still keep those arms stretched over the head. Notice now the softening of your neck and shoulders. You could still feel that reach of the arms, but you can settle into it. You can allow your body to feel really, really heavy. And try feeling the heaviness of your palms. And feel the heaviness of your arms. Feel the heaviness of your shoulders. Feel the heaviness of your chest, torso, and back. You can take the arms down when you're ready. Bring one hand onto stomach and one hand onto chest. And feel your breath. And feel the heaviness of your lower body. And the heaviness of your hips. Heaviness of your legs. And give yourself a couple of more minutes here in your deep relaxation today. And feel your breath. And concentrate on it. And feel the heaviness of your body sinking into the floor. When you're ready to, slowly begin wiggling around the toes and the fingers to gently wake your body up. You can stretch the arms over the head again, point the toes, really get nice and long here. Stretch out the whole body. Let's bring your knees up and roll over to the side. And slowly up today to a nice, easy seat position. Where we started the practice, just sit up, stretch the back, press the hands down into the knees, and seal the practice. We're going to begin rubbing the hands together and place them over your forehead, around the head, neck. Give yourself a gentle neck rub. And the last thing that we're going to do here today is our alternate nostril breathing. So let's plant the right thumb next to or on the right nostril. And we're going to begin inhaling through the left nostril. And exhale through the right nostril. And inhale through the right nostril. And exhale through the left nostril. Inhale through the left nostril. And exhale through the right nostril. And keep going like that. Inhale through the right nostril. And exhale through the left nostril. Inhale through the left nostril. And exhale through the right nostril. Inhale through the right nostril. And exhale through the left nostril. And inhale and relax. And take your hands down on your lap. Take a deep breath through both your nostrils. Feel how refreshed, renewed that you are here. Give yourself just a few more moments in your practice of yoga and meditation. Maybe tilt that head back, open up. Relax the head and neck into some gentle last minute neck rolls. Taking that head out to the side, all the way around if you like. If there's any last tension anywhere, see if you can get it out towards the end of your practice, loosening up absolutely everything that you need to. Everything that you need to feel refreshed and rejuvenated. So maybe it's around the neck. You can really try to get in there and loosen everything around. Loosening out the body. Loosening around the neck. And take a deep breath. And exhale out through the mouth. And seal your practice today. Thank you guys for joining.